Hello and welcome to this Analyzer Pro tutorial. In this tutorial you will learn how to use the Optimizer, the automatic collision analysis in Analyzer Pro 20. You can download this example for free in the tutorial section of the homepage. Only the map with the accident sketch by the police and the vehicle data for a VW and a Mercedes have been prepared. The VW comes in the direction of vehicle 1, while the Mercedes comes in the direction of vehicle 2. Furthermore, you will find photos of the damaged vehicles in the folder, where it is clearly visible that the Mercedes has hit the front into the side of the VW. Not clear, however, is the question where and how exactly the accident took place, as there are no exact trace drawings and no witness information is available. We do know, however, that the two roads are one-way streets and that the vehicles must most probably have driven in the middle of the road. We now want to solve this problem with the new Optimizer in Analyzer Pro.
To do this, we open the Optimizer and a small window appears. We are now prompted to work through the relevant points from 1 to 5. In the first point, we need to position the vehicles in the presumed collision position, assuming that the vehicles were approximately in the middle of the road and that the damages roughly match our damage pattern. In this case, there is also a third vehicle that was parked at the roadside at the time of the collision. In the second step, we specify the final positions of the vehicles. These need to be as securely determined as possible. Fortunately, there is a corresponding police sketch available, which makes entering the final positions easier. In the next step, we need to define the parameters to be varied. We have a large number of options here. The first parameter to be varied is the position and rotation of the bumper. Since we almost never know this, optimizing the bumper is definitely recommended. The overlapping area of the two vehicles is considered in this process. Furthermore, we have the specific problem that we do not know exactly where the collision occurred. We can either determine the collision location or specify an area where the collision took place. Clicking on Area displays a green circle that should enclose the position of the vehicles. Various solutions are then sought within this circle. The circle can be adjusted and dragged if necessary. Typical parameters such as the K-factor, friction coefficient, speeds, braking behavior, and steering angle can also be varied. In the Additional Parameters section, time-dependent parameters can be specified, and K-factor and friction coefficient for secondary collisions can be individually determined. Once we have made the desired settings, we can click on the Calculate button. The analyzer now simulates various constellations of values and tries to find an optimal range in which the solutions lead to an ideal final position. Analyzer Pro calculates up to 10 different solutions, especially in a case like this, where a different collision location is specified. There can be significant differences in the solutions. The solutions are all rated with a certain quality, providing information about the proximity to the final position. The quality is calculated based on the deviation of the centroids from the final position and the deviation of the course angle from the course angle of the final position. The first 5 calculations are performed a bit faster but with a lower accuracy. In the second calculation run, calculations continue until a sufficiently high quality is achieved. The highest possible quality is 100. If you do not want to wait until all 10 calculations are completed, you can click Cancel at any time. The calculations already performed will then be displayed accordingly. Once the calculation process is complete, the 5th and final window is displayed. Here, you see all possible solutions of the calculation process listed. You can now click on Details and output your calculation result in numbers into a text document. You can select the different solutions and see both the selected collision position and the final position, as well as the chosen point of impact. You are now prompted to choose a solution that seems suitable for you. Since in our case the parked vehicle on the right side of the road showed minor damage to the rear, it is plausible that the solution shifted to the right represents a good result. Once you click on Transfer, the data will now be transferred to both the collision analysis and the kinematics window, and you can perform the pre-collision analysis kinematically as usual. I wish you success in your practice and much enjoyment with the new module.